Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Perhaps Baseball's live commentary of the Nippon Professional Baseball League. Tonight, we're going to bring you the first game of this series between the Saitama Seibu Lions and the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. It is going to be a home game here for Fukuoka as they're coming off a series that was shortened as there was a tsunami that was going to be hitting the Osaka area, and that caused the postponement of the first game of that series against the Buffaloes, and they earned themselves a even split in that one. So we're going to give you, first of all, the starting lineup for the visitors from Saitama. Leading off and playing in right field is number 9, Takuya Haruma. Batting second and playing shortstop is number 6, Sasuke Genda. Batting third in left field is number 10, Mark Payton. And the cleanup spot doing the designated hitting is number 60, Takeya Nakamura. Batting fifth and playing second base is number 5, Shuta Tonosaki. And the sixth spot and playing first base is number 30, David McKinnon. Batting seventh at third base is number 8, Kento Watanabe. Batting in the eighth spot and doing the catching is number 22, Yuta Koga. And batting ninth and in center field is number 63, Shinya Hasegawa. And they are going to be facing... It'll be Shuta Ishikawa who takes to the hill for the Hawks. He's got a 3-5 record on the year. He has worked 89 innings. He's allowed 76 hits. He's given up 42 runs. 38 have been earned. He has walked 42 and struck out 87, and he's pitched to an ERA of 3.84. That's your starting lineup for the Lions. And now your starting lineup for the home team for Fukuoka. Leading off and playing in second base is Masaki Momori. Batting second in center field is number 8, Taisi Makihara. Batting in the 3 spot and doing the designated hitting is number 9, Yuki Yanagita. The cleanup spot and in left field is number 3, Kensuke Kondo. Batting fifth at first base is number 7, Akira Nakamura. Batting in the 6th spot is number 24, and playing third base, Ryoya Kurihara. Batting seventh in right field is number 32, Tetsuro Yanagamachi. Batting in the 8th spot and playing shortstop is number 6, Kenta Imamiya. Batting ninth and doing the catching is number 19, Takuya Kai. And they're going to be facing Kai Mataira, who is getting the nod tonight to start. Last couple of years, he has been an effective piece coming out of the Lions bullpen. He is the starter here in this one tonight. He's worked 105 innings on the year. He has got 78 hits allowed. He has allowed 30 runs. 24 have been earned, walking 39 and strikeout 111. He's got a 2.06 ERA, but he's got a 7-5 record on the year for the Lions. Well, those are your starting lineups. We'll be right back in just a bit. We see we have Shotgun Shell in the house here. Hopefully we got a few more people here tonight for some late night baseball. We'll be right back after this. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight for some NPB action live on the Last Drafts Baseball YouTube channel.
Everybody, Steve coming at you, and welcome to Last Drafts Baseball. Tonight should be an exciting matchup between two Japanese powerhouse baseball teams. I hope you all enjoy this and treat Freddie with all the respect he deserves. Call a good game, Freddie, and who knows, someday you may even see me in one of these games. And if you don't, you might want to come check out my channel and see what I do. You know what? But hey, let's get back to Freddie. Let's get some baseball. Let's just have a great, great game.
Welcome back, everybody, and we appreciate Steve Rademacher and his support of the channel. It is going to be the Saitama Seibu Lions who are wearing these powder blue jerseys with the pinstripes top to bottom against the Hawks, who are sporting their home whites for this series. It'll be Haruma, Genda, and Peyton to get things going here in the top of the first inning. For Takuya Haruma, he is a rookie enjoying his first year at the NPB level. And he's hitting .250 with a couple of homers and 13 RBIs. And the first pitch of the ball game was swung on. It is lifted into right field. Moving over underneath it is Yanagamachi. He's there and he makes the catch. And with one pitch, there is one away to begin the ball game here tonight. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Sasuke Genda. And for Genda on the season, he's hitting .255 with no homers and 12 RBIs. He had missed quite a bit of the early part of the season after the World Baseball Classic. He had picked up an injury, and he is now back captaining the side in his normal position of shortstop. So here comes the first offering from Ishikawa. It's a fastball. It catches the knees for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Defensively tonight for the Hawks, from left to right field, it is Kondo in left. The center fielder is Makihara, and the right fielder is Yanagamachi. As that fastball misses down and away, and the count is even at 1-1. And the pitch delivered from the right-hander Ishikawa swung on and fouled away down the left field line, and the count goes to 1-2. Around the horn in the infield, it is Nakamura at first. Momori is at second. The shortstop is Imamiya, and the third baseman is Kurihara. There's a breaking ball inside. It is half swung on. The appeal down to third base umpire. They say that Genda went around as it got by the catcher Kai. He picks it up in foul territory, throws to first, and that is going to retire. It actually went through the legs of Genda. They had to appeal the third to see if he went, and he did go. Kai was able to chase it down. It's going to go as a strikeout, 2-3 in the books for the second out of the inning. Just to finish up that lineup around the horn, the battery tonight in this one is, of course, the pitcher is Ishikawa and the catcher is Kai. First pitch delivered. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. It counts 1-0. Fred Jizzle Lizzle in the house tonight. He says, we're going for the Hawks, right? I don't know if we're going for the Hawks tonight. It's a bit of a concern as the pitcher Tyra for the Lions will give them fits. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. If you were putting money on the ball game here tonight, you've got to be concerned for that. Or at least keep your eyes open for that, because it may not be something easy. 1-1 strike. As the pitch is on the way to Mark Payton, and it's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count goes to 2-1. Tyra has actually been absolutely electric this year, where Ishikawa has struggled as he delivers a breaking ball that catches the inside corner for called strike. So 2-2 strikes it is. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is grounded foul just past the bag at first base. The count's going to remain at 2-2 strikes. Peyton batting .224 on the year with 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. He stumbled out of the blocks and he got himself hurt, but it looks like he is back and he is picking up the pace a little bit. There's a fastball that misses inside, and the count goes to 3-2. One thing when we've done games that Ishikawa started in the past, he wastes very little time. Gets the ball and lets go. Here's the fastball swung on, and it's lifted foul behind the home plate area, and that's going to keep the count at 3-2 strikes. Shotgun Shell says he's on the Hawks tonight. And here comes the 3-2 offering. There's a breaking ball that misses inside. It's going to be ball 4. And Mark Payton's going to be aboard with a 2-out walk. That's going to bring up the big fella, Takuya Nakamura. Well, for Nakamura, he's batting .284. He's got 11 homers and 30 runs batted in. As we had mentioned in the game before, we saw him last week and he had smoked a double against Chiba. We were saying that he has been drinking from the fountain of youth. The 40-year-old just turned 40. As he comes to the plate here, enjoying a renaissance type of season, of course, with Yamakawa out of the lineup. The big fella here getting his opportunity to get the at-bats as that fastball misses up and away, and the count is 1-0. Long ago from his 30-plus home run seasons or 40-plus home run seasons. But he's shown he's got some pop still left in the stick as he swings through a fastball and the count goes to 1-1. first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. The count goes to 2-1. Runner at first is Peyton. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. The Lions are batting as they are on the road. Nice, healthy crowd in Fukuoka tonight. Doesn't look like a full house. There are some empty seats. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike, and the count goes even to 2-2. This will be the last game that we're going to be calling for about 3 weeks, as we are going to be in the land of the rising sun in about 48 hours time or less. As the pitch is on the way, and there's a fastball swung on and missed. Nakamura gone on strikes for out number 3. And that is going to do it here in the first inning. Well, there was no runs, no hits, no errors, but there was a runner left aboard. We are now through a half inning. It is the Lions, no score, and the Hawks coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call at the bottom of the first inning when we return after this. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight. Hang tight. We'll be right back in just a few.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. Keimer Tyra is completing his warm-up tosses as we'll be ready to resume the action here in just a moment. 4 of his last 5 starts, he's gone at least 7 innings. He has been very effective this year for the Lions in the starting role. Only 7 wins and 5 losses. He's been a bit hard-pressed by his offense, sometimes his defense behind him to help him out. He's got a sparkling 2.06 earned run average. 111 strikeouts in those 105 innings. He's been electric for the Lions. He'll be facing Mamori, Makihara, and Yanagita to begin the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball that misses up. The count is 1-0. Mamori hitting .282 on the season with 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. As the right-hander delivers, there's a breaking ball waved at and missed. The count goes even to 1-1. Mamori hitting from the left side. He's really picked up his pace. He started slowly, missed the first part of the year with injury. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That last pitch poured in at 97 miles an hour on the gun. Tyra can really bring it. There's a breaking ball that is swung at. It's defensively punched down the third base line, past the third base coach off the wall, and it's going to keep the count at 1-2. It's kind of like an excuse me swing. He just sort of stuck the bat out, did Mamori, and he was able to protect himself. So here comes the 1-2 as the right-hander delivers fastball that misses up and away at 96, and the count goes to 2-2. Tyra gets the sign from his catcher, Yuta Koga. He's behind the dish tonight. As the right-hander kicks and fires, there's another fastball swung on and lifted foul, and the count remains at 2-2. Defensively tonight for the Lions, from left to right field, it's Peyton in left. The center fielder is Hasegawa, and it is Haruma in right. As the right-hander ready to go again, he works to the belt and he delivers. It is a breaking ball swung on. It is popped up over on the third base side, moving over underneath it and making the grab as Watanabe. That is going to retire Mamori for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone. That's going to bring up Taisi Makihara. Just finishing off the rest of the defense for the Lions, around the horn from first to third. McKinnon is at first, Tonosaki at second, Genda's the shortstop, Watanabe at third, with the battery of Tyra and Koga. So here comes the first offering from the righty Tyra, who works to the belt. now delivers. It's a fastball that misses inside for a ball. The count is 1-0. Makihara hitting .267 on the year with a couple of homers and 28 runs batted in. Speedy center fielder waits, and he takes a called strike to even the count at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Taira again delivers. There's a split finger pitch, waved at and missed, and now the count goes to 1-2. Completely fooled on that pitch was left-handed hitting Makihara. So here comes the 1-2 as Taira holds set. And now he delivers. It is a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the third base line. It's going to reach the seats, and the count now is going to remain at 1-2. We will keep you up to date on all the games from around the NPB tonight. It is a full slate as everything is now currently underway. Here comes the 1-2 offering. It is a split figure pitch, misses down, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score anywhere around the NPB right now, but it is early, as most games were either in the top or the bottom of the first inning. As here comes the 2-2 pitch to Makihara. It's a fastball swung on. This ball's line foul over on the third base side into that temporary seating that we so do enjoy. Everybody that sits in front of the netting in that temporary seating wears a batting helmet. I wonder if they get to keep the helmets at the end of the game or if they have to turn them in. But it's fascinating over there. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed. And Makihara's in the books for the first strikeout of the ball game for Taira, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Yuki Yanagita. I have to say that Taira overmatched the hitter as Makihara goes in the books for the second out of the inning. So Yanagita comes to the plate. He's the designated hitter tonight. He's hitting .307, 15 homers and 58 runs batted in. And there's a fastball swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. Yanagita and Kondo, very similar in their hitting, feeding off one another. Kondo has picked up the pace here as he's starting to separate himself from his teammate. As he swings through that split finger pitch, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Shotgun Shell asked the question if we could go live a few times during the trip. I'm thinking about doing something like that. That'd be kind of cool. There's a pitch that's down. It is 1-2. Yeah, one of the things I'm going to try to do is Shotgun Shell has asked that question is I got to figure out how I'm going to set that up mobily as there's a split figure pitch fouled away and the count remains at 1-2. As I'm debating of taking the laptop as well with me. I've done that in previous trips to Japan. I was thinking about leaving it home this time, just taking the tablet and the phones, but I'll have to make a decision here in the next 24 hours before I leave what I'm going to do. There's a fastball swung on it. It's grounded to the right side of the infield. Fielded by Tonosaki. He throws to first, and Yanagita is going to be retired. That's a ground out 4-3 for the third out of the inning. So there were no runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are now through 1 complete. It is the Hawks no score and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call in just a few. We'll continue that conversation as per Shotgun Shell's request after this. And while we're on the topic of Shotgun Shell, here's this for your viewing pleasure.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Welcome back, everybody, and we appreciate you guys for listening in tonight. It is going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to come to bat for the Lions. That means Shuta Tonosaki, David McKinnon, and Kento Watanabe to face the right-hander Shuta Ishikawa. It begins his second inning of work. Our friend Shotgun Shell says we're going to have something special for him done up, and we are planning it. As there's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is 1-0. You're not the only one that has asked about maybe doing a live or a couple of lives. Not sure how I'm going to pull that one off. We'll see how that goes. As there's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count goes even to 1-1 on Tonosaki. But I do have a plan to be able to do something along those lines. As the 1-1 is on the way, there's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. And if I did it, I'd like to try to put it up where it's up early enough where people can get a chance to prepare to come in to watch. There's a fastball swung on. This is lifted into shallow left center field, drifting over to his left, and underneath it is Kondo. He's going to make the catch, and that's going to retire Tonosaki for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 away here for the Lions. That's going to bring up David McKinnon. Well, for McKinnon, he's hitting .258 on the year. He's got 12 homers and 38 runs driven in. He has tailed off a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but he has really played much better since he first arrived in Saitama, as he takes a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. As he asks the home plate umpire, I think there was a little bit of disbelief. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field. Camping out underneath it is the center fielder Makihara, and he's going to make the grab. And that is going to do it for McKinnon for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away here, and that's going to leave it up to Kento Watanabe. And for Watanabe on the season, he's hitting .284. He's got 4 homers and 15 runs driven in. Every time I see the Lions, they must have something about these big fellas. You've got Takeya Nakamura. He is a big man. As there is a fastball that swung on and missed. Yamakawa, the first baseman last year in DH, also a big fellow. Well, this Watanabe fits in exactly with those two fellas. He does not look like he misses many meals. There's a fastball swung on, popped up right behind home plate. Kai underneath it makes the catch, and that is going to do it for out number 3. Well, the Lions go quietly in their half of the second. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're now through 1.5. It is the Lions no score and the Hawks no score. Stick around. We'll be back for the bottom of the second when we return right after this. Appreciate you guys once again for jumping in here with us tonight. It is Lions and the Hawks for this one. Welcome back, everybody. We're moving to the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be the heart of the batting order coming up for the Hawks. It'll be Kondo, Nakamura, and Kurihara to face the right-hander Taira here. Our friend Shotgun Shell asks, are live videos available to watch on your channel after the live is over? Yep, just like when we do these, you can watch the games. They are processed. Sometimes, depending on the length of the video, will take a while for it to process. Then it will be posted and you can watch it afterwards. So here comes Kondo to the plate. He's batting .305. 18 homers, 67 RBIs. He takes a first pitch breaking ball over for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. 19 pitches in that first inning for Tyra. Not exactly the most efficient inning for a 3-up, 3-down. As the right-hander delivers fastball taken for a called strike, the count goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. I saw these uniforms last weekend. The Lions were sporting these powder blue with the pinstripes, and they're, I have to say, one of the better uniforms, or at least I like them anyways. There's a fastball that's check swing fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2. I don't know if it's going to improve the play of the Lions or not, as they have struggled this season. A little bit surprising in some ways. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count now is going to go to 1-2 on Kondo. Kondo taps the plate, ready to go on the offering here as he waits from the right-hander Tyra. Now he kicks and fires. There's a fastball swung on. It is grounded past the diving third baseman into the left field corner. Kondo rounding first, heading for second. Here's the throw. It's not going to be in time. That is going to be a leadoff double here for the left fielder. That is going to bring up the first baseman, Akira Nakamura. We watched that one again. He slapped it the other way down the left field line, just past the outstretched reach of the third baseman, Watanabe. An excellent job of staying inside the ball and going the other way. Good bat control there by Kondo. So he is at second base, and that is going to bring up Akira Nakamura. Well, for Nakamura, he's hitting .266. He's got 3 homers and 27 runs driven in. As the first pitch is a fastball that misses down and in, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. I was talking a little bit about the standings earlier and just how the Lions are languishing down in 5th place. So there's a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. It's their offense that's the Achilles heel for the Lions. Hitting .234 as a team. They are not producing the runs. They have a run difference of 31. They've allowed 31 more than they have scored. Here's the 2-0. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count is now 3-0. Their pitching actually has got the best ERA in the Pacific League and the second best in all the NPB behind the Hanshin Tigers. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fastball that just misses inside. It's going to be ball 4. So that's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. But offensively, the Lions have struggled. They find themselves 15 games back behind the Oryx Buffaloes. Buffaloes have a commanding 7-game lead over the Chibalote Marines in the Pacific League right now, with this Fukuoka ball club in third, 9.5 back. So Kurihara to the plate. He's batting .234. He's got 10 homers and 43 runs driven in. The pitch from Tyra is a fastball that swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Batting from the left side as Kurihara digs in. Here comes the offering. No sign to bunt from the left-handed hitting third baseman, and he swings and taps that foul over on the first base side. Count now goes to 0-2. Tetsuro Yanagamachi waits his turn on deck, as the Hawks have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom half of the second. First real threat of the ball game for either team. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to the second baseman, Tonosaki. He goes to second for 1. What a play there by Tonosaki. He had to go deep into the 4-hole, spins around, fires a bullet over to Genda at second. That's going to erase Nakamura on the fielder's choice as he goes down 6-4. It advances Kondo over to third. Safe on the back end is Kurihara. That is going to bring up the right fielder Tetsuro Yanagamachi. Well, for Yanagamachi, he's hitting .266 on the year, no homers and 24 runs driven in. We have seen Yanagamachi play. He has been clutch in different situations. Bats here with the runners on the corners and one gone. Koga gets out and flashed the signs to his defense. So they know what they're doing on the first and third. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. Count no balls and one strike to Yanagamachi. Gets himself dug back in after picking up the sign from the third base coach. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch is on the way. It is a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Count now goes to 0-2. That ball just fell right off the table. There's about a 20-kilometer-an-hour difference. And for those of you in miles an hour, about maybe 12, 13-mile-an-hour difference between the fastball that Tyra throws and the split finger pitch. Just that much difference in the sink on it makes it almost seem like a change piece. There's a fastball that misses way upstairs. That one poured in at 97 miles an hour. The count goes to 1-2. So you throw one at 97, and you then throw the splitty that pours in at 82 or 83, and it just makes a huge difference. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. The count's 2-2 on Yanagamachi. Even though we're away, we'll still continue to send off our swings of the day type videos. So if you're around and you want to watch that, do put one out every day at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. As that fastball misses upstairs, it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Yanagamachi. So in the hole 0-2, he's battled himself all the way back. Here comes the payoff pitch as the right-hander works set. And now fires. It is a split finger pitch swung on. It is golfed into shallow center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Kondo is going to score. As that is going to be an RBI for Yanagamachi on the base knock. The first run of the ball game here for the Hawks. As we get a look at the replay there, he does a great job. I call that an aluminum bat base hit. He just stuck his bat down, hit the ball. Was able to golf it over the head of the infielder. Stopping at second was Kurihara. So that's going to put runners at first and second. With the one gone, it's going to bring up Kenta Imamiya to the plate. Well, for Imamiya, he has pulled his average up. He's now hitting .241 on the year. 6 homers and 27 runs driven in. As the Hawks now have a 1-0 lead here. The pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Imamiya, the all-time leader in sacrifice bunts in the Pacific League, waits here on the offering from the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now goes to 0-2. Living Room Sports jumping in the house here, pounding his fist on CFL picks. I did see that the Edmonton Elks won a game. No balls, 2 strikes as the right-hander works himself to the set. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball that swung on. This ball is going to get down into center field. And digging hard and stopping at third is Kurihara, and that's going to load the bases. Oh, the Hawks are flapping their wings now. The bases loaded here with one gone. That is going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. Well, for Kai, he's hitting .212 on the year with 8 homers and 32 runs driven in. He always has the dramatics for the clutch at bats in certain games, and this is one of those opportunities right here for the catcher who is only hitting .212 on the year. So runner at third, Kurihara. Runner at second, Yanagamachi. Runner at first, Imamiya. 1 run on the board already with 1 gone. Hawks are looking for more. As the right-hander Tyra ready to go back to work. Gets his sign from his catcher, Koga. And now he delivers. It's a fastball that misses outside for a ball, and the count is quickly 1-0. Hawks were in a couple of 1-run ball games last couple of nights against the Buffaloes, winning 1 and losing 1. To get their offense going here, especially against one of the better pitchers in the Pacific League. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball swung on. This ball is belted down the left field line. It is hooking, and it is just going to bounce foul. Oh, boy. Takuya Kai did not miss that one by much. Landed just in front of the warning track and just foul. Probably would have cleared the bases had it would have stayed fair. Didn't have enough legs to go the distance. At first, we thought it might. That ball there lands probably about 3 inches in foul territory before it kicks off into the stands. It's going to even the count at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Kai. Crowd in Fukuoka is in good form here tonight. They're on their feet, urging their Hawks on. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. The right-hander holds to the set. Now he delivers. Fastball that misses down. Nice stop there by Koga. That's going to run the count to 2-1. Well, there's nowhere to put Takuya Kai. You're going to have to pitch to him somehow. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here in this at bat yet again. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Right-hander Tyra ready to deliver his 44th pitch of the game. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Count goes to 2-2. We've seen this before where pitchers have that one inning where they just throw a pile of pitches and then they seemingly settle down. Maybe that will fall into place here for Tyra tonight. But right now is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Takuya Kai. Bases loaded, 1 gone. This might be the time for a split finger pitch right here. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball comes in, and it is hit Kai. And he is going to have to head down to first base. And that is going to get a run, and that's a tough way to get yourself an RBI. Hit batter is Takuya Kai is going to be awarded first. Into score comes Kurihara. We get the replay of that one. That is a tough pitch. It looked like it got him on the forearm, but up close toward the elbow. And so that is going to score Kurihara. It's going to bring Yanagamachi over to third. Imamiya goes to second. Now we can start the official call as Zay is checked in here tonight. Welcome, Zay. So bases full of Hawks. It brings up the top of the order in Masaki Momori. We've already sent 6 hitters to the plate here, have the Hawks, after going down 1, 2, 3 in their first. Lions need themselves a ground ball and a double play here to get out of this jam. Momori waggling the bat, waiting here on the offering from the right-hander, who delivers a fastball down. The count is quickly 1-0. Not the night for Kaimatira, or at least not the night that we would have expected him to have here in Fukuoka. As the right-hander leans in, he gets the sign from Koga and now delivers. There is a split finger pitch and misses down. It's now 2-0. This pace here, he might not make it onto the second inning. So 2 balls and no strikes. Right-hander Tyra again works to the belt and now delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Oh, Momori helped him out. That was definitely ball 3 that he swung at. It was up and out of the zone. No need to swing at that pitch when you've got the pitcher on the ropes. Got to do a better job of that from the leadoff hitter. So 2 balls and 1 strike it is. And here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the right field line, and the count is now 2-2. Oh, Mamori helping him out here. I think that last pitch, regardless, would have been a strike, but certainly the one before would have put him at 3-0. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. As we're ready again here. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded through the 4-hole into right field. That's going to plate another run. And here it is Yanagamachi scoring on the base hit single by Mamori. So that is going to advance Imamiya over to third. It's going to move Kai over to second. Station to station baseball, but it is now a 3-0 lead here for the Hawks in the second inning. And they're still looking for more. That's going to bring up Taisi Makihara to the plate. And for Makihara, he is 0 for 1 in this one. He has struck out his only time up. 50 pitches now here for the right-hander Taira. In only an inning and a third of work. And now he steps off the backside of the mound, and he's asked the catcher Koga to reset the signs and go through them again. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on and tapped foul. The count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Taisi Makihara. Right-hander working to the set position. Now he kicks and fires. It's a split finger pitch swung on. It's lifted into right field, coming in and making the catch, tagging at third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. That is going to score another run as Kenta Imamiya is able to tag and score. As that brings home the 4th run of the ballgame and the 4th of the inning here for the Hawks. Sacrifice fly to 9 for Makihara. He's gone for the second out, and that's going to bring up Yuki Yanagita to the plate. The right fielder, it was Haruma who had made the catch. They were challenging his arm there from right field, and he did not have the arm strength to make that play close enough. Well, that brings Yanagita to the plate. 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out to end the first inning. 9th hitter here in the inning. He swings at the first pitch fastball and misses, and the count is 0-1. Yanagita has seen his average dip to 306 on the season. That ground out back in the first. He pitches a breaking ball that misses inside, and the count now goes to 1-1. It's not going to get any easier for the Lions. They're going to have to find some runs, and that's been their weakness. Finding themselves down 4-0 here to the Hawks early on. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. The count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Yanagita. And there's a split finger pitch waved out and missed. The count now goes to 2-2. As we said before, that split finger pitch, a good 20 kilometers less. About 12 miles an hour difference. Here's the pitch. And there is a fastball swung on it. Is lifted into shallow center field. This is going to get down for a base hit. Hawks are going to get themselves yet another run as Takuya Kai crosses the plate. And that is going to increase the score to 5-0. So a base hit single here by Yanagita. He gets himself an RBI. And that is going to bring up Kazuki Kondo, who started the inning. Saki Momori went all the way around to third on that single, so it's runners on the corners here. Thought about maybe doing the game between the Carp tonight and the Giants earlier on, but we thought, no, you know what? We'll stay with this one here. It looked like a tasty pitching matchup. Somebody forgot to tell Tyra that he was a part of that matchup. It's 0-0 in the top of the third between the Giants and the Carp. So here's Kondo to the plate. He's got no official at bat in this one as he walked his first time up. Check that. He doubled his first time up and scored a run. He's 1 for 1. It's the next hitter, Nakamura, that was the one who walked. All of a sudden now we've got 10 hitters coming to the plate, and it's going to just make a mess of our score sheet. So here we go. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. It's now 2-0 to Kondo. There is action finally up and throwing in the Lions bullpen. They do have a right-hander up. Right-hander Tyra works to the belt. Here's the 2-0. That pitch misses outside badly, and the count now goes to 3-0 on Kondo. I have to tell you, it almost looks like he's gassed. He doesn't have anything left. This is going to be the 42nd pitch of the inning for Tyra. As he shakes off his catcher, Koga, now he gets this sign that he likes. Here's the 3-0. It's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count goes to 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Kondo as he waits here on the delivery from Tyra. Right-hander against the left-hander. He delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses outside. It's going to be ball 4. That's going to load the bases once again. It's going to advance Yanagita over to second. Omori stays at third. Bases are full. Still not even a visit to the mound from the Alliance pitching coach here in the second inning. That part to me is the more unbelievable part. I would have thought they would have made a trip at least around batters 6 or 7. So Nakamura steps to the plate, and he has walked his first time up, and he takes a first pitch that misses upstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Nakamura waiting here on the offering from Tyra, who delivers a fastball that swung on and fouled away, and the count goes even to 1-1. Still amazed. 45 pitches in the inning. Right-hander holds set, now delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 2-1. We're going to have to take a timeout in between innings, go get ourselves another iced tea, because this one here has been a long one. Here's the 2-1. And that's a breaking ball that is swung on and missed. The count now goes to 2-2. Boy, it really must fool the hitters. I'm just watching that last pitch. Actually, it was a split finger pitch. Looked like it was more of that. It just seemed to hang up there. They couldn't figure it out. Here's the 2-2. Fastball swung on, popped up behind home plate. That's going to drift into the seats. That's going to keep the count at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here comes the 2-2 pitch as the right-hander works to the set, now delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Nakamura goes in the books for the 3rd out of the inning, and they sent 11 hitters to the plate to the Hawks. They cashed in a whole bunch of runs. There was 5 runs in the inning on what we count as 5 hits. There was no errors, and there was 3 runners left aboard. We are now moving to the top of the 3rd inning. It is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 5, the Seibu Seibu Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. If you're a Hawks fan, you got to be flapping your wings and be pretty happy about this. We'll be right back in just a few. Last Raps Baseball would like your support. Memberships are available on our channel now. We will share with you some behind-the-scenes items that are not baseball-related, like the culinary cuisine of Japan, take you to cool Japanese public batting cages, drop in on some amateur practices in and around the Osaka and Tokyo areas, check out the unique gaming and electronic experiences in the world of Akihabara and other locations, maybe even take a ride on a Mario Kart, visit some of the cool markets all over the country, including this one in Tokyo at Nakamise Dore. But don't worry, you won't be left holding the bag. Members can enjoy becoming a part of the channel. We'll have something for everyone's viewing pleasure. Become a member of Last Drafts Baseball's channel today. Monthly memberships start as low as $1.99 per month. Welcome back, everybody. It's a 5-0 lead for the Hawks as we're moving now to the top half of the third inning. The Saitama Seibu Lions starter Tyra there, absolutely wheels fell off the apple cart. Over 45 pitches in that last half inning for him. As we move here to the top of the third inning, as the Hawks have that now commanding 5-0 lead. Here's the first offering from Ishikawa to the right-handed hitting Koga, and the count is quickly 0-1. For Koga on the year, he's hitting .219 with a homer and 11 RBIs. He takes a fastball outside. The count goes even to 1-1. Koga, Hasegawa at the top of the order. Hiruma to face the right-hander. Ishikawa delivers a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is 2-1. I guess the highlight right now is the right-hander Ishikawa, as he works pretty darn quick. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul into the seats behind home plate, and the count now is 2-2 to Koga. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as the pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball swung on, grounded back to the pitcher. Fields it on the third base side of the mound. He fires to first. That is going to retire Koga on a ground out 5-3 for the first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 away, and that's going to bring up Shinya Hasegawa. Well, for Hasegawa, he is batting .226 on the year with 4 homers and 12 RBIs. I have to say, this is a lot different looking lineup that the Lions are rolling out here than the one that they've rolled out the last couple of years. Hiruma in right field, obviously, in his rookie year, as the right-handed hitting Hasegawa squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes a called strike. That was quickly 0-1. As the right-hander delivers, Ishikawa just misses inside. The count goes even to 1-1. Look at the lineup. Obviously, Payton and McKinnon, new to the ball club as imports this year. Fastball misses inside. It's now 2-1. Really, in my eyes, only Genda, Tonosaki, the 2 regulars, and of course, Koga caught a little bit last year as well. That's it. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it is. There's a fastball delivered to Hasegawa. It swung on and fouled away over on the third base side, and that's going to keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Friend Tudo in the house tonight. We welcome you. Thanks for stopping by. There was a fastball swung on, and this is lifted foul on the third base side of home plate. Count remains at 2-2. Hasegawa getting the start in center field tonight. There's a breaking ball that misses down. They appeal over to the first base umpire, but they say he didn't go, and that runs the count to 3-2. As I was saying, so really only 2 players plus Koga, if you consider him to be at least in the lineup last year, maybe not a full-time regular. And that's it. Quick the difference. And of course, Nakamura, that's maybe unfair to him, as there's a fastball swung on and lifted foul. As Nakamura has been around for a number of years, he just hasn't been as regular the last couple of seasons. But he is getting an opportunity to be able to play. Here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. Oh, Hasegawa watched that one go by for out number 2. Not sure what he was looking at. That sawed the plate in half. So he's a gone for out number 2. It brings up the top of the order, Hiruma, who's 0 for 1 in this one as he had flown out to right field his first time up. Takuya Hiruma comes to bat here. And now Ishikawa feels like Hiruma feels that Ishikawa is taking too much or working too quickly. He asks for time. So here's the first offering from the right-hander to the left-handed hitting Hiruma, and he swings and fouls that one off down the third base line. Count is quickly 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Squeezing this game in here tonight before we head off to the land of the rising sun. There's a fastball swung on. It's driven foul into the seats down the right field line. The count now goes to 0-2. As we said, looking forward to being able to get to some of the games. We're scoping out the schedule for next week, and there's a fastball that just misses inside. That's going to be 1-2 to Hiruma. Kai and Ishikawa are already heading to the dugout, but the home plate umpire was having none of it. Here's the 1-2. The breaking ball that misses down. The count is now 2-2. If everything goes to plan, it'll be Swallows and Giants on Tuesday night from the Egg. Is what we're planning to be at. So hopefully that will take place for us. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses down. It's now 3-2 to Hiruma. What I'd like to see is the umbrella dance of the Fukuoka fans. There is a fastball that misses down and in. They appeal over to third base. They say that Hiruma didn't go. That's going to be ball 4. So the Hawks will lament that a little bit. They thought they had strike 3 and then 3 straight balls. Has given Hiruma a 2-out walk, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Suzuki Genda. Well, for Genda tonight, he is 0 for 1 in this one. He struck out his first time up. He's hitting .254 on the year with those no homers and 12 runs bounded in. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Genda. After we hit the Tokyo Dome, it'll be off to Yokohama on the Wednesday. As we're looking for the Carp and the Bay Stars. There's a breaking ball swung on, tapped slowly over to second. Fielded by Mamori. Underhand flips it to first. It goes as a ground out 4-3 for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it. There's no runs in the inning. There are no hits, no errors. There was a runner left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the third. Your score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 5 and Saitama Seibu Lions. No score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call in just a few. Appreciate you guys for being here with us. Be right back again. Well, it looks like Tyra is coming back out for a third inning of work. We'll be right back in just a few, and we'll let you know what's going on here. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Kamatara coming on for his, to start his third inning of work. 49 pitches in the second inning alone. He's at 68 pitches through the first 2 innings. He is going to carry on here as he's got to face Kurihara, Yanagamachi, and Imamiya. The first pitch misses inside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Kurihara reached on a fielder's choice his first time up, and he Belts a fastball down the right field line. If it stays fair, it's going to be trouble, and this ball is going to be gone. A home run for Kurihara, and that is going to increase the Hawks' lead to 6-0. I'm not sure what the manager Matsui has in mind, but you could tell that Taira had lost it in the second inning. How he's back out here on the mound, I have no idea, but that ball got out in a hurry. In some fairness to the Lions manager, maybe his bullpen, he's trying to manage it. But that ball was absolutely drilled right down the right field line, hitting the foul pole in right field. And that is going to increase the score line to 6-0 here. There's a breaking ball that just misses, and the count is 1-0, which brings me to the next question. I don't know what the over-under on this game was, but I have to think that that's going to fall here shortly. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. And a Gamachi waiting here. There's a fastball swung on it, is grounded through the 6-hole into left field. This is batting practice, live BP for the Hawks right now, as Yannick Gamachi's got himself a base hit. That's the 7th hit of the ball game here already for the Hawks. Nice piece of hitting there by Yannick Gamachi. He's keeping his hands inside and going the other way. That brings up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. For Imamiya, he's 1 for 1 tonight. Had a single and knocked in a run his first time up. He pitches on the way. It's a breaking ball missing down and away. The count is 1-0. 6-0 Hawks here in the last half of the third inning. And now Imamiya has asked for time as he steps out of the batter's box and get himself reset. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball taken right down the middle for a called strike, and the count goes to 1-1 on Imamiya. Taira gets his sign from his catcher, Kogai, ready to go back at it again. Here comes the 1-1. That is a split-figure pitch swung on. It's grounded to short. Genda fields it. They go to second, and they're able to retire Yannick Gamachi on the fielder's choice. I don't know. I might want to have a look at that one. It's going to go 6-4 on the fielder's choice. They don't have a shot at the back end. We'll get a look at the replay there, but that looked pretty tight at second base. Very fortunate to be able to get the out. Oh boy, I think I might want to have a look at that if I were the Hawks. Angle we saw looked like it was too close to call, but we didn't get the multiple views. Well, that's going to bring up Takuya Kai to the plate. And for Kai tonight, he was hit by a pitch and drove in a run his first time up. The first pitch, he squares to bunt, and he takes a breaking ball that just misses, and the count is 1-0. I'm not so sure about that one. So 1 ball and no strikes. Kai digs himself back in, waiting here on the offering from Taira. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. The count goes even now to 1-1. Taira again getting his sign from his catcher, ready to go back to work. Pitch number 79 about to happen here. Again, we're only 2 1/3 innings into the ball game. And again, Kai squares to bunt, but this time he pulls back, and that's going to run the count to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Takuya Kai. Got to wonder if they had Taira go back out there just to work on a few things, but makes you wonder what the rationale is here. There's a fastball swung on it. Is grounded over to second. Tonosaki fields it on an in-between hop. He throws to first. That's going to retire the runner. That was a tough play there. Thought about maybe going for 2, but the runner was in motion, Imamiya at the time. So he's going to be safe at second base. That's going to be a ground out 4-3. That's going to retire Kai for the second out. It's going to bring up the top of the order in Masaki Momori. So that was kind of a whimper in this one here. We thought we'd be getting ourselves a top drawer pitching performance, and it's been anything but that for Tyra. As the first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Momori. Momori 1 for 2 in this one tonight. He's got a single and an RBI. He's also popped out to the third baseman. The right-hander works set and now delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes it is. Mori waggling the bat, waiting here on the offering from the right-hander, who delivers a fastball that's swung on and just off the glove of the catcher, but it ends up rolling behind home plate. Count remains at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes it is to Momori as he now asks for time. As he steps out of the batter's box, and now he's going to get reset and ready to go again. Tyra gets the sign from Koga, and now he works to the belt. Here's the pitch. That's a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Mori goes in the books for out number 3, but another run on the board here for the Hawks in their half of the inning. There was 1 run. It was the homer by Ryoya Kurihara. There was 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was a runner left aboard. We are now moving to the top of the 4th inning. It is the Hawks 6 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for bouncing in here with us tonight. Be back with all the action right after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard while we wait for this one to resume. At the bottom of the 3rd inning in the Jinju Stadium, it is the Swallows and the Dragons locked up at 1s. Top of the 4th inning, it'll be the Tigers and the Bay Stars, 1-0 for the Tigers. In the top of the 4th inning, the Carp now have a 3-0 lead at the Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium, or the Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium against the Giants. It's 3-0 there. First pitch breaking ball delivered to Mark Payton. Take it for a called strike. Counts 0-1. Be Payton, Nakamura, and Tonosaki here in the 4th inning. Face the right-hander Ishikawa. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count goes to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Now dusting off the plate. Saw that before in one of the games last week where Takuya Kai got up and dusted off the plate, and here Mark Payton does it. There's a fastball that swung on, and it's grounded foul over on the first base side. You don't see that every day. You don't see that in Major League Baseball, that's for sure. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the offering from Ishikawa. It's a fastball swung on. It is lined right to the glove of the right fielder, Yanagamachi. Oh, Payton will feel hard done by. He hit that ball right on the screws. He is going to be retired for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the DH, Takuya Nakamura. Well, maybe we have something interesting here, as it has only been 2 walks allowed so far tonight by Ishikawa. That has been only the base runners so far here through the first 3 1/3 innings of work. There's a first pitch fastball delivered to Nakamura, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Maybe the score line here, and maybe the way that the teams are. There's a fastball swung on. It is knocked down by the first baseman. All he had to make a tough play was Nakamura, and he's able to flip it to the pitcher covering. It'll end up as a ground out, 3-1. It was a one hopper, and it just seemed to almost scored away. There was some English on that ball as he fields it and flips it to the pitcher covering. And that's now 2 away. And that's going to bring up Shuta Tonosaki to the plate. Well, for Tonosaki, he is 0 for 1. He has flown out to left field his first time up. And now he's asking for time because he feels that Ishikawa is racing too quickly. Now he kicks and delivers, does the right-hander, and it's a breaking ball that misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. I like the pitching square, the K zone, or whatever you want to call it. In Japan, there is a fastball that is swung on and missed. The count is 1-1. Just like it is in North America, where it tells you if it, or in their opinion, if it's a ball or a strike. Here's the offering. It is a fastball swung on. This is lifted foul. It's going to reach the seats on the first base side of home plate. Count goes to 1-2. Our friend CV baseball card collector back in the house. Welcome, CV. Sorry I wasn't jumping in there earlier. Looking away from the chat a little bit here. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. There's a fastball swung on. It is taken on 1 hop by the third baseman, Kurihara. Fires across the diamond, and that is going to retire Tonosaki. It goes as a ground out, 5-3. So only 2 walks allowed so far by Ishikawa in his 4 innings of work. So that might be in it. Years on these Hawks cheerleaders. We'll be back in just a few. We'll describe that for you as well. Hang tight, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. I would have thought that Kaimataira would have been written off for dead after the second inning when he threw 49 pitches in the inning. But yet here he is out here for inning number 4. And you have to wonder and ask yourself why. Unless, of course, the bullpen is that banged up or they've got to give it a rest. Well, it is going to bring up Makihara, Yanagita, and Kondo to face the right-hander here who kicks and delivers a breaking ball that misses upstairs for ball 1. That's been the sign of the night for the righty. 84 pitches in the first 3 innings. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. He does not have his command, his control, anything at all remotely available to any type of touch. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses down and in, and the count goes to 3-0. I saw Jack Flaherty pitch the other night for the Baltimore Orioles, and he had a similar issue where he'd given up 5 runs in the first inning against the Padres, including a grand slam to the catcher Gary Sanchez, and he had about the similar number of pitches, 80 some odd through the 3, and they took him out. So there's a fastball that's taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 3-1. But again, not sure what the overall mindset of the manager is in this one. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on and tapped foul. The count goes to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyra leans in. He gets the sign from his catcher, Koga. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. He comes all the way back to retire Makihara. As Makihara goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. He's out for out number 1 here in the 4th inning, and that's going to bring up the DH, Yuki Yanagita. Well, for Yanagita tonight, he is 1 for 2. He's got a single and 2 trips. He's also driven in a run. As Tyra ready to go to work. As he works to the set and now delivers, there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Yanagita batting from the left side here against the right-handed throwing Tyra, who kicks and delivers. He's starting to work quick now, too. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is driven down the right field line. If it stays trouble and if it stays fair, it's going to be trouble. And that looks like that ball is going to be a fair ball as Yanagita has cruised into second base. They stand up double. We'll have to get a look at the replay on that one. If that one ended up into the seats or not, it was a little difficult to tell. We lose a little bit on the angle. That ball did bounce down and it did get into the seats. And nobody was able to make a play there. Good piece of hitting there by Yanagita, so he's got himself a 1-out double. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Kazuki Kondo. Well, for Kondo tonight, he is 1 for 1. He had a double and scored a run in the second. He's also drawn a walk in his 2 trips to the plate. As the right-hander delivers, there is a fastball hammered foul. I have to tell you, there's been some loud swings here off of Tyra. It's almost like they know the pitches are coming. They have been right on time with it. To sometimes have been ahead of it. No balls and 1 strike here to Kondo. Right-hander Tyra now kicks and delivers a fastball that catches the outside corner. Count now goes to 0-2 on Kondo. Kondo has been on fire lately for the Hawks. As we said, he had started to... Him and Yanagita had very similar numbers. As that split finger pitch misses down, it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kondo. But the home runs and the RBIs is starting to be a separation. Kondo is starting to leave his teammate behind. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. As the right-hander ready to deliver. And now he kicks and fires. It's a fastball that is swung on and missed. And Kondo goes down on strikes. He's out for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, Akira Nakamura. Well, for Nakamura, he is 0 for 1 officially in this one. He has struck out and he has walked. As he steps to the plate, hitting .265 with 3 homers and 27 runs batted in. First pitch on the way is a fastball that just misses up and away for a ball. Last pitch is at 95 miles an hour, so no steam lost here by Tyra. Still bringing the pitches up to the plate with some good velocity. There's a split finger pitch swung and missed. Count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Ishikawa has not allowed a hit in his 4 innings of work. He'll be coming back out for inning number 5. As there is a fastball swung on. It's grounded foul over on the first base side. The count was 1-2, so that in itself is worth listening in on to see what he can do. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nakamura. A runner at second, Yanagita. He got there on a 1-out double. There's 2 gone right now here in the 4th. Pitch on the way. It's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul down the left field line, and the count remains at 1-2. 8 hits already here for the Hawks in this one. And that was the 100th pitch of the ball game for Tyra. Here's the 1-2. Fastball that misses down and in, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget to bookmark the channel. As we mentioned, we'll be in Japan starting on Sunday. So we will be doing some live stuff and some different things around and about and some videos. So hopefully you'll get a chance to jump in with us, be able to check out some of the things that we'll be seeing as well. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Akira Nakamura. Runner at second, Yanagita, 2 gone here in the last half of the 4th inning as the right-hander works to the set position. Here comes the pitch. Split finger pitch swung on and tapped foul just to the first base side. And it keeps the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You certainly wouldn't see this in Major League Baseball. As I'm chuckling, about 103 pitches here for the starter in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. It's a split finger pitch that misses down. It's going to be ball 4. Nakamura's going to get himself a walk. That's going to bring up Kurihara, who homered his last time up. Tyra looking to find a way to get out of this inning. So for Kurihara tonight, he is 1 for 2. He has scored a couple of runs. He has driven in a run with the home run. It was a solo shot in the 3rd inning. He's raised his average up to 236. Now has 11 homers and 44 runs batted in. Here comes the offering from the right-hander Tyra. Kicks and fires. It is a fastball swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Our friend Zay says he thought this was going to be a pitching game. We did too. Look at the matchups. Usually I like to see good pitching matchups, good guys who can duel at least for the first 5 or 6 innings. There's a pitch. It's a fastball that misses up and away, and the count goes to 1-1. Tyra, of course, we said at the outset, has gone 7 or more innings in 4 of his last 5 starts. Here comes the pitch. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is grounded through the 6-hole into left field. Coming up, throwing is Peyton. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is going to be offline, and that's going to be an RBI single for Kurihara. That's going to increase the scoreline to 7-0. Yanagita comes in to score. Take a look again on the replay. The ball just got past the glove of Genda at short, wheeling Yanagita all the way around. Up was the left fielder, Peyton. I know Shotgun Shell says 100 pitches plus, down now 7-0, still in the ball game. It's an eyebrow raiser for me, that's for sure. And yet, we still had not had a visit to the mound from any of the, even in the 2nd inning. They just left Tyra out there. I don't know what the reason was. There's a first pitch fastball that's swung on and fouled away. Count is quickly 0-1 to Tetsuro Yanagamachi. Yanagamachi tonight 2 for 2. He's got a couple of singles. He's also scored a run. He's raised his average to 274. Here's the 0-1. It's a fastball swung on it, is tapped right back to the pitcher. Tyra fields it, throws to first. It's going to be a ground at 1-3. If you would have saw that, he fielded it, wanted to throw it to first, but McKinnon wasn't even there. Then he double pumped, and then he was able to get it to the American covering the bag. 1 run in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. There was no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. We are now moving to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is the Hawks 7 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We've got a yet to allow a hit for Ishikawa here early on. We'll see what he could do moving forward. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Well, just as the right-hander Shida Ishikawa ready to get back to work, he's going to be facing David McKinnon, Kento Watanabe, and Yuta Koga to begin things here in the fifth. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. McKinnon flew out to center field his first time up tonight. The right-hander delivers. It is a fastball swung on. This ball is hooked foul into the seats down the left field line. Count is 1-1. As we mentioned earlier, it's not a full house in Fukuoka tonight. Lots of empty seats. So 1 ball and 1 strike as the right-hander kicks and delivers. There is a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into shallow left field. Moving over underneath it is Kondo. He makes the catch, and that's going to retire McKinnon for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 away, and that is going to bring up the third baseman, Kento Watanabe. Well, for Watanabe in this one, he's 0 for 1. He had popped out to the catcher his first time up. Gets the start at third base here tonight. Average has dipped to 281 on the year. He's got himself 4 homers and 15 RBIs. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a called strike. He didn't feel like he was set. Ishikawa already into the motion, and when he delivered the pitch, Watanabe just stepped out in the middle of the pitch. There's a fastball swung on. It has popped up right at home plate again. Moving over underneath it is the catcher, Kai, and it looks like a carbon copy of Watanabe's first at bat. Pop out to the catcher for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the catcher, Yuta Koga. Well, for Koga, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He has grounded to third his first time up. Shotgun Shell says he's guessing that coaches don't have press conferences after the game. I'm not sure what Matsui's thinking over there. Here comes the pitch. And it's a breaking ball swung on it. It's pop foul. It's over on the first base side of home plate. Underneath it is Kai. He's got the room, and he's going to make the catch, and that's going to do it. As it is 2 pop-up outs in the inning here. That is fine innings of work here by Ishikawa. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the fifth inning. Your score is 7-0. Finally, Kaz Matsui going to the bullpen by the looks of it. That'll be the end of the night for Chiron, only about 110 pitches after 4 innings. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back in just a few. We do have a pitching change on our way right after this.
Thank you, Freddie. And hey, guys, let's open up a 5-card pack of 2023 Topps Baseball. And remember, during this timeout, you can also go visit some other channels. Oh, look, Jeter Downs. Bleh. Diamond Princess, she's great. Oh, there's a cubby. Screw that. Hey, go check out the one and only Bud Stoney. Oh, here's one for another Hollis build. And you can stay anywhere you want to when you're around Freddie and the Seattle area. That's good for Mr. Enfuego. And you know what? Why don't we bring out one of the Oakland A's for a league of her own? Bingo! Thank you, Freddie. Pitchers look like they're ready. Let's play ball!
Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be Yoshinobu Mizukami on in relief. The right-hander is going to be making his 10th appearance of the year. He's got a record of no wins and 1 loss. He has worked 5 1/3 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, 9 walks, 1 strikeout, and he's got an ERA of 1.69. So that is the alarming number, the 9 walks in the 5 1/3 innings. But he has been effective, only allowing 1 run in those 5 and a third innings of work, despite the amount of walks. Well, that is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat to face him here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Imamiya, Kai, and the top of the order, Momori. So here comes the first offering from the right-hander, Mizukami, who kicks, and he delivers a fastball that just misses outside for ball 1, and the count is 1-0. Imamiya 1 for 2 tonight, a single, a run scored, and an RBI to his ledger. As he waits here on the offering from the right-hander, who kicks, and he fires. It is a fastball taken for a called strike. Count now goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Mio waggling the bat, waiting here on the offering from the right-hander, Mizukami. And here comes the pitch. That's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count now goes to 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Appreciate everybody who has popped in here at some point tonight. Whether you do listen live or on delay, it is always a pleasure to have people pop into the stream. As the 2-1 is ready to happen, here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on, and it's lifted foul over on the first base side. The count goes to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander Mizukami ready to go again. Leans in, gets the sign from Koga. Working to the set position, and here comes the offering. He kicks, and he delivers a fastball that swung on and missed. That is going to retire Imamiya. He's gone for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. Well, for Kai, he is officially 0 for 1. Grounded to second his last time up. He was hit by a pitch. He drove in a run and scored a run back in the second inning. So Kai steps in here. Face the right-hander Mizukami. Curious to see if it's going to be an inning and a shot the rest of the way for the Lions pitching staff. Here comes the first pitch. It's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Kai. Right-hander Mizukami again ready to deliver. As he has his sign from Koga. And the pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away. It looks like it caught Koga. I don't know if it caught Koga on the foul tip or if it caught him on the backswing of the hitter. Look at that again. Oh, he caught it flush right in the mask. I'll do it to you every time. So no balls and 2 strikes. As the right-hander leads in, he gets the sign from his catcher, and now he works to the belt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that misses down, and Kai was able to hold up. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Kai. Right-hander leans in, ready to go as Kai is waiting on the offering. And here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, there's a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Kai goes into the books for out number 2. 2 strikeouts here for Mizukami. So enters the ball game with only 1 on the season. He's got 2 right away here. Back-to-back Hawk hitters in the books. That's going to leave it all up to the top of the order in Masaki Momori. No, for Momori, he's batting .283 on the year. He's got a single in 3 trips and an RBI here tonight as well. This is the first time facing Mizukami, so here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Cammy very effective so far in his 2/3 of innings of work. He's facing the Hawks hitters here. This will be the tough part of the batting order to come up. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. As he kicks and fires, it is a fastball swung on. Oh, it's a tough inning for Koga. That's the second time he's been plugged by a foul ball. One in the mask, and it looks like he got that one in the... I'm not sure if he got that in the mask area again or not. He's reaching for his jaw there. Maybe he's trying to find out if he's 100%. So no balls and 2 strikes. As again, the right-hander leans in and gets the sign from his catcher, and now he's ready to go back to work. Here comes the 0-2. He kicks and he fires. Fastball swung on and missed. As Cammy comes in and strikes out the side here in the 5th inning. And that is going to do it. We're going to take our extended break as we normally do. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're now moving to the top of the 6th inning. Your score is the Lions trailing the Hawks 7-0. But hang tight, everybody. We've got ourselves a team that doesn't have a hit yet in this one. So we'll come back and let you know all the action when we get back after this. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to resume the action as the first pitch from Ishikawa is delivered to Shinya Hasegawa. Take it for a breaking ball called strike. The count is 0-1. Hasegawa tonight 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up as he takes a breaking ball down and away, and the count goes even at 1-1. 15 of the 18 batters are retired here tonight. So far as 4 of the 17 batters here tonight. So far, only 2 have reached base via the walk as there's a breaking ball that swung on and fouled away. The count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ishikawa again back to deliver. It's a breaking ball that Kai blocks in the left-handed batter's box. Count now goes to 2-2. Lions have had 2 base runners. Mark Payton with a walk in the first and Haruma with a walk in the third. And that has been it. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul down the first baseline. The count now remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 as the offering is on its way. It's a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the left field line. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed hitting. Hasegawa waits. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul this time. Reaches the seats on the first base side of home plate, and the count remains at 2-2. Right-hander Ishikawa getting his side from Takuya Kai. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball swung on and missed. Hasegawa for the second time tonight goes down on strikes. He's gone for out number 1. It's going to bring up the top of the order in Takuya Haruma. 16 of the 18 batters face set down here by Ishikawa. He is cruising along here with 1 gone in the 6th inning. Well, for Haruma tonight, he has been one of those base runners who's reached base. He drew a walk in the 3rd and flew out to right field back in the 1st inning. There's a breaking ball swung on, grounded softly over to second, fielded by Momori. He throws to first. That is going to retire Haruma on a ground out 4-3. So 2 up and 2 away here in the 6th inning, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Sasuke Genda. Well, for Genda, he is 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out. As he strides to the plate here, trying to unlock the combination to Shuta Ishikawa. And he pitches a fastball that's taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. As we said, Ishikawa wasting no time. Here comes the pitch. There's a breaking ball swung on. Its grounded foul over on the first base side. The count is 0-2. 76 pitches now for the right-hander here for the Hawks as he continues to work efficiently and effectively. Here's the 0-2. Pitch on the way, a fastball that misses outside, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Friend the hobbyist is in the house. Welcome, Chris. There is a breaking ball that misses inside. The count now goes to 2-2. I was looking in at Chris's videos earlier this morning. It was keeping me in the seat ready to go for this one as there's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count now remains at 2-2 to Genda. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 gone here in the top half of the 6th inning. There's a breaking ball that misses outside and it now runs full to Genda. As we said, Ishikawa has to be one of the quickest workers in the entire NPB. Here's the 3-2. Fastball that misses upstairs. It's going to be ball 4. Genda's got himself a 2-out walk, and that is going to bring up the left fielder, Mark Payton. Well, for Payton tonight, he is 0 for 1. He has aligned to the right fielder and walked his 2 trips to the plate. As he bats here with 2 gone in the 6th inning. Payton steps in. He taps his cleats out of the dirt. 4 homers to go with 17 RBIs on the season for the left-handed hitting left fielder of the Lions, takes a breaking ball over for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. As a reminder, we said we will be doing some live stuff from the land of the rising sun. Breaking ball misses upstairs. The count goes to 1-1. But more importantly, we're going to get out some videos as well while we're there and some daily shorts. So be sure to check that out when you get your opportunity. Here comes the 1-1. There's a fastball ticket for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1-2 on Peyton. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Ishikawa now delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on, and Peyton fouls it off his lead leg. He does wear a shin guard on that side, and he's thankful for that. It's going to keep the count at 1-2. Trainers were coming out to want to have a look, but he took it right off the top. Even though you wear that sometimes, it doesn't give you full protection, but it lessens the blow. So here's the 1-2. Pitch is on the way. It's a slow breaking ball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander Ishikawa delivers. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul behind home plate. Count remains at 2s. Also curious to see what the Lions have up their sleeve if they're going to make it a pitching parade from here on out. This is the game we thought would be the pitcher's duel, and it's the only game in the NPB that is not. Only half of the pitching has lived up to the billing. There's a split-finger pitch swung on and missed. Peyton goes in the books for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors. There was a runner left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Your score is the Hawks 7 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. We appreciate you guys for bouncing in here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. You want to learn about Japanese baseball? See Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction? See Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf? Do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. We are just waiting on confirmation if it is going to be a pitching change or if they are going to be staying with Mizukami, the right-hander who came on in relief in the last half inning. We do have some scores from the out-of-town in the Central League. It's now a 5-1 lead for the Swallows over the Dragons. It is going to be a pitching change, too, by the way, so we'll get you that in just a moment. It is a 1-1 ball game at the bottom of the 6th between the Bay Stars and the Tigers. Carp have a 3-2 lead over the Giants. That's in the bottom of the 5th inning. The other games in the Pacific League, 2-0 for the Marines over the Eagles. That game is in the top of the 6th. Kyocera Dome in Osaka in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 1-1 game between the Buffaloes and the Fighters. Well, pitching change here, as it is going to be the right-hander. It's going to be Kazuki Honda coming into the ballgame for the Lions. The 3rd pitcher used here tonight. He is working his 17th game. He's got no wins and 1 loss. He has 25 innings pitched. He's allowed 24 hits, walked 11, struck out 23, and he's got a sparkling 1.08 earned run average. So Kazuki Honda on in relief here. As we said, he'll be pitcher number 3 used in this one. So he is going to be set to face the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the order. It is going to be Taisi Makihara, Yuki Yanagita, and Katsuki Kondo. He face Honda here. And the first offering is on its way as he kicks and delivers a fastball that's taken at the knees for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike it is. Right-hander Honda getting his sign from his catcher as he kicks and he delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded softly over to second, bobbled by Tonosaki, picks it up and fields it, throws to first, and that's going to retire Makihara on a ground out, 4-3. He's in the books for the first out of the inning. That is going to bring up the designated hitter, Yuki Yanagita. Well, for Yanagita, he is 2 for 3 in this one. He's got a single and an RBI, a double and a run scored, and a ground out. The second baseman in his 3 trips to the plate. So 2 for 3. He's raised his average to 310 now on the year. As he waits on the first offering here from Honda, who works to the belt. Now he kicks and delivers. That's a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Right-hander Honda working again to the set, even though nobody's on, and now he kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, it's lifted foul down the... Check that. That ball is lifted. It's going to be... And it's going to drift into the... It's going to drift down the left field line and into the seats. That ball looked like it was going to go foul, and that ball did not go foul. It stayed right down the line, and that is going to increase the scoreline to 8-0. Oh, Yanagita, what are you doing to us? Hardly looked like that ball was going to make it out, and there it goes into the seats. Well, he's now a triple shy of the cycle. Is Yuki Yanagita. 8-0 here for the Hawks. Well, look at that one again. Even his reaction looked like it wasn't going to stay fair, and sure enough, it did. So 8-0 the scoreline for Fukuoka as he's got himself looks like a milestone home run. We missed the card on that one. Sometimes they hand him a card to show those fans who were in the stands. So Yanagita has himself another home run here in this one. That brings up Kazuki Kondo. That's Honda ready to deliver. He kicks and he fires. There's a split finger pitch. He misses down for ball 1. Count 1-0. Well, Kondo tonight 1 for 2. He's got a double and a run scored. He's also drawn a walk. As the right-hander Honda gets his sign from Koga, he's ready to go back to work. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and he delivers. A fastball that swung on. This ball is lined down the left field line. That one's going to get into the temporary seating, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander against the left-hander. The right-hander checks the sign of the catcher, Koga. Now he's ready to go back to work. Here's the pitch. He kicks and fires. It's a fastball that misses down and in, and the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the piece that we're interested in is what's going on the pitching ledger for the Hawks. 9 more outs to go for Ishikawa. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball swung on it. It's grounded over to first. All fielded by McKinnon. He's bobbled the ball. He wanted to flip it to the pitcher covering. Finally, he's able to recover. You can't play soccer on a baseball diamond and have success when you're kicking balls around. But McKinnon was able to finally come up with it. He's going to take it himself for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it up to the first baseman, Akira Nakamura. As McKinnon is walking around over at first base there, it looks like that he's trying to stretch himself out. He may have pulled something either in his back or in his side. So here comes the first offering from Honda. Kicks and delivers a fastball. It's taken for a called strike by Nakamura. Nakamura in this one here tonight is officially 0 for 1. He has struck out, but he's got 2 walks. Getting 266 now on the air. This is the left-handed hitting first baseman, and there's a breaking ball that misses down. The count now goes to 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Hawks have extended their lead to 8-0. A solo home run here by Yanagita. And here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. Here in the last half of the 6th inning, Hawks have an 8-0 lead. As we talked about earlier, we thought this would have been the night for the pitcher's duel. Here's the 2-1. There's a split finger pitch swung on and missed. The count now goes to 2-2. That last pitch just fell right off the table. Really, really fooled the hitter. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. As the right-hander works set. And now he kicks and he delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded up the middle. Genda fields it as he moves to his left. He throws to first, and that's going to do it. It's a ground out 6-3. So there was a run in the inning on the home run by Yuki Yanagita. 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're now through 6 complete. It is the Hawks 8, the Lions no score. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back around with the top of the 7th when we return after this. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight. Hang tight. All the action's just around the corner. Welcome back, everybody. Our friend the hobbyist is in the house here. He's asking how we're doing. We're doing pretty good. We are about just over 24 hours away from our flight, so we're not there yet. We'll be arriving in the afternoon on Sunday in the heat and humidity of Tokyo. Looking forward to it. 90-plus degree temperatures for the first couple of days we're there, and then it'll fall off into the upper 80s, which is kind of what we're experiencing here. The only difference is they're going to have some humidity to go with it. Gotta love that stuff. That's the weather I am familiar with growing up in the Midwest. For those of you who don't know what that's like, nothing like the dog days of summer in the Midwest when it's 90-degree temps with 90% humidity and thunderstorms always lurking around the corner. So this is going to bring up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters here in the inning to face Ishikawa. It's going to be Nakamura, Tonosaki, and McKinnon. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses down. Yukio Shudo in the ballgame in left field to replace Kondoa. There's another breaking ball that misses down. It counts 2-0. Starter Ishikawa cruising here through 6. There's a fastball swung on. It is taken on a hop by the third baseman, Kurihara. He gathers himself. He fires across the diamond. It's going to be a ground out 5-3. There's 1 gone here in the 7th. 8 more outs to go here for the right-hander Ishikawa. Nice play there by Kurihara. He had to drop to the knee to field that one, as he gathered it and came across the diamond. So 1 gone. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Shuda Tonosaki. For Tonosaki, he is 0 for 2 in this one. He's flown to left and grounded out to third. And the pitch is on the way. It's a fastball swung on and pop foul. It's behind home plate. The count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Tonosaki entered the fray tonight hitting .261 with 10 homers and 36 RBIs. Takes a fastball down, and the count goes even at 1-1. said, Ishikawa really works quickly. There was no pitch clock. He has his own timing. There's a fastball swung on his chop foul over on the third base side. Count is 1-2. He gets the ball and he gets ready to go quickly. A lot of the Lions hitters tonight have had to ask for time and step out because of the pace that he's been working at has been far too quick. Also trying to throw the timing and the rhythm off of the right-hander. There's a fastball swung on it. It's grounded to third. Backhanded by Kurihara. He throws across the diamond. That's going to be another ground out 5-3. That's Tonosaki gone for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 away, and that's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, David McKinnon. Well, for McKinnon tonight, he's flown to center and flown to left in his 2 trips to the dish. It looked like in that last half inning, he may have pulled a muscle or strained. I shouldn't say pulled. He looked like he may have strained himself. There's a first pitch, split finger pitch, swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. Average is now at 256 on the year with those 12 homers and 38 runs batted in. The pitcher delivers another split finger pitch, and he swings and misses in that as well. No balls and 2 strikes for the American first baseman. For the Lions. And here comes the pitch. It is a fastball that misses way outside. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is going to be pitch number 99 of the ball game coming up here for Ishikawa. He's enjoying a fine start here tonight. There was a fastball taken for a called third strike. Oh, McKinnon didn't like the call. He doesn't believe it, but he's gone for out number 3. That is going to do it here. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board for the Lions in their half of the 7th. We're going to the bottom half of inning number 7. It is an 8-0 lead for the Hawks. We'll be right back after this. The only thing is can Ishikawa get us 6 more outs? And he'll go in the books and make some NPB history. That's what he is possibly going to do. We'll be right back after this. We'll be back in just a few as it is going to be the top of the 7th inning. Check that. The bottom of the 7th inning is it's going to be Kurihara, Yanagamachi, and Imamiya to come to bat. Just let the balloons go in Fukuoka, and we'll be right back in just a couple moments. Appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight. Your score, Hawks 8, Lions nothing. Bottom of the 7th. The storyline in this one is the pitcher for the Hawks. He's got 6 more outs to go, and if you know, you'll know. We'll be right back after this from our friend Matt.
I've wanted to try this for a while. I want to try to make a wave. This is going to be the eye.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just waiting our confirmation here of the pitching change as the Lions have used 3 in this one so far. They are going to be making some defensive changes. It's like Yuta Koga's day is done. But we'll get all those updates for you when they come to bat. Kazuki Honda was the pitcher of record in the 6th inning. Also, as we said, some more defensive stuff around and about. But we'll have to catch up for that as we go. The Lions are going to try to unlock something for themselves. Looks like wholesale changes all the way around the defense. But it looks like it's going to be Honda on for inning number 2. As the right-hander will continue to work here. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. Count is 1-0 to Ryoya Kurihara. Kurihara tonight in this one, 2 for 3. He's got a home run, an RBI, a single. He scored a couple of runs. As the right-hander Honda works to the set again. Here's the 1-0 pitch. As he kicks and delivers a fastball that swung on and missed, the count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll also have to get a chance to see in the batting order who has gone where as well. They haven't updated the main stuff yet. But there is a lot of names to have to adjust, I am sure. So here's the offering from the right-hander. That pitch misses down. They appeal over to the third base umpire, but they say that Kurihara didn't go. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Fukuoka third baseman. Kurihara was busy in the last half inning. He had a couple of plays that he had to make across the infield. But steady glove here tonight for him. Our friend Shotgun Shell says it was the closest thing he could find to a wrench. Yeah, there you go. So 3 balls and 1 strike. It is to Kurihara. Throwing the wrenches around like they were going out of style the other night, and then we had to take a few back. Here's the pitch. That is a fastball that just misses, and the count is going to be ball 4, as that is going to draw a walk to Kurihara. They appealed over to the third base umpire. That isn't going to happen. So Bill is, we appreciate Bill's support of the channel, as always, both on and off. Probably have to have a Lawson's egg sandwich for you. That might be one of the pieces that we're going to have to do. A Lawson's egg sandwich, where you could get an egg and cheese sandwich. They're like $2. They're absolutely outstanding. Michelin star chefs give it the thumbs up, and we do too. Well, here comes Tetsuro Yanagamachi. He is 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of singles. He scored a run. As the right-hander working to the set is Honda. Now he kicks and fires. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike it is. Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks with a 8 spot on the board here. We were talking at the outset of this game about how the Lions have a hard time scoring runs. Well, this is on full display here tonight. There's a breaking ball that misses down and in. And the count is 1-1. Our friend, the hobbyist, says has a great stream and a good trip. Well, hopefully you will, and we'll be posting stuff on the daily there, Chris. Some shorts as well as some long-form video, and hopefully I'll get a lot of content that I can make for future videos. So hopefully you'll be able to pop in and see what we have, a little bit different than what we've been normally doing. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-1. Lots of baseball, and on top of that, lots of other stuff as well. As it looks like Alfredo de Spagna is moving into the on-deck circle. So we'll see what the Hawks have up their sleeve, as it's supposed to be Kenta Imamiya to come to bat. Here's the 2-1. Pitch is on the way. It is a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it is. Left-handed hitting Yanagamachi, waiting on the offering from Honda. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, Kurihara. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and fires a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a challenge tonight for the pitchers of the Seibu Lions, specifically the first pitcher, Kaima Taira. I believe it was 104 pitches in 4 innings. There's a fastball that misses down, including 49 pitches in the second. So Yanagamachi's got himself a walk. It's back-to-back walks here to begin the 7th inning for Honda. That is slated to bring up Kenta Imamiya, but it looks like they've got a pinch hitter ready to enter the game, and it looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound as Watanabe has come in to have a chat with his teammate. They are going to pinch run for Yanagamachi over at first base. It's going to be Tanagawara coming in. So as we said, there are some wholesale changes. The shortstop that has come in, it's Hiranuma. Shota Hiranuma has come in to replace Genda at shortstop. As we said, we're going to try to pick up some of the other stuff. Unfortunately, Despania batting $1.07 on the year as he pinch hits here for Imamiya. Not been able to get it going since coming back from the Mexican League. So here comes the first offering to him as he bats with runners at first and second and nobody out. Honda kicks and delivers. Fastball that just comes under the hands of Despania. That's not the way he wants to get things going. Moves him off the plate. Four-seam fastball with some arm side run. Move Despania backwards. Here comes the 1-0 offering. Right-hander Honda working to the set position. Here comes the pitch, and it is a fastball taken at the knees for called strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. As we said, we're catching up on all the positional changes as well for the Seibu Seibu Lions. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count's now 1-2 to Despania. So here comes the 1-2 pitch to the big Cuban as he waits on the offering. Right-hander Honda works to the set. Checks the runner at second. And now he delivers a breaking ball that misses down. And the count runs off to 2-2. So Manaya Nishikawa is the left fielder. Now for the Lions, as we said, we're slowly inching our way through the changes and just more importantly, where they're going to fall in the batting order, especially with Honda. Honda's not as quick working as his counterpart, Ishikawa. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and this is swung on and lifted straight back behind home plate. Oh, Despania wanted to put that one into the seats for sure. So 2-2 it remains. The new second baseman for the Lions is number 58. That's Ryusi Sato. As he jumps into the spot where Shuta Tonosaki was hitting. There's the pitch. It's a fastball that just misses up high, and the count goes to 3-2. So here comes the payoff pitch to the right-handed hitting Despania. Honda works to the set. Now he delivers. It's a fastball swung on, and it's line foul just down the first base line. The count remains at 3-2 strikes. This is turning into a bit of a battle here, as it's going to be pitch number 8 coming up here to Despania. Slated to come to bat is Takuya Kai, who waits on deck. The The new third baseman for the Lions is Kakuru Yamanobe. As we said, wholesale changes, pretty much the whole batting order turned over. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed by Despania. He's going to be gone for out number 1, and that's going to bring up Takuya Kai. Well, for Takuya Kai in this one here, he's been hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. He's also grounded out and struck out in his 3 trips to the plate. So officially in the books is 0 for 2. That RBI earlier was his 33rd of the season. Right-hander Honda working to the set. 1 gone here in the last half of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Kai. Ishikawa up and throwing in front of the dugout as he waits here. Come on back into the game to start his 8th inning of work. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted down the right field line, racing over, and this one's going to drift into the seats. It's going to run the count now to 0-2 on Kai. In the 6th spot in the batting order, replacing David McKinnon, Kakuro Yamanobe. Enters that spot, and he goes in to play some third base. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Honda. Delivers a breaking ball that misses down. They appeal over to the first base umpire, but they say Kai didn't go. I'd like to have another look at that myself. The third baseman, Watanabe, moves over to first. And the new catcher in the ballgame is number 65. That would be Takuro Furuichi. So 5 changes in the lineup for the Lions. Here's the 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Kai goes in the books, so back-to-back strikeouts after back-to-back walks. That's going to bring up the top of the order in Masaki Momori. I have to say, Honda is not the quickest of workers, that is for sure. He's definitely slowed the tempo and the pace of this one down. So Momori coming to bat here, who is 1 for 4 in this one. He's got a single in 4 trips. He has struck out twice, and he has popped out to third. As we mentioned here before, and we do it again, it is the Hawks pitcher who is the storyline now in this one. Yet to allow anybody else to reach base other than the 3 walks that he has given up. As there's a first pitch, split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1 to Momori. Worst part about it with Honda is he gets the ball back, and it's like he does a tour of the mound before he gets on the rubber. As we said, he just wastes so much time. And then he holds steady. He looks at the catcher. He gets the ball in the set position, and he starts ticking it off. He holds it at least a good 4 to 5 seconds sometimes. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. Count now is no balls and 2 strikes. That is one of the rules in the Japanese league. I don't know how much it's been enforced. I've rarely ever seen a balk called. But you're supposed to hold in the set position for at least 3 seconds. But again, I haven't seen that enforced. Can't remember the last time I've seen a balk in the Japanese league. So here comes the 0-2 offering to Mamori as Honda checks the runner at second. And now he delivers a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 1-2. I don't have my stopwatch on with me today, but if I did, I would have to say it's got to be a good 20 plus seconds between pitches for Honda. Just so slow and so deliberate. Throw the ball already. Here comes the 1-2. There's a fastball swung on, and it's lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 1-2. Especially when you're on defense, it is difficult when you have a pitcher who is working on an extremely slow pace. So 1-2 strikes as Mamori waits here on the offering from the righty, who works to the set position, and now he's ready to go again. And here comes the pitch. He kicks and he delivers. It is a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted into shallow left field. Moving over underneath it is the left fielder. That's Nishikawa, and he's going to put that away, and that will do it here in the 7th inning for the Hawks. Well, they put the first 2 runners aboard via base on ball. There was no runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. Now moving to the top of the 8th inning, your score is the Hawks 8 and the Lions no score. We are 6 away, so stick around, everybody. We'll be right back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 8th inning coming up here in just a couple moments. We appreciate you guys for bouncing in. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the bottom third of the batting order is slated to come up for the Lions. With the wholesale changes, right now it's supposed to be Watanabe, and then it'll be Furiichi, and then Hasegawa, the bottom 3 in the order. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that just misses inside for ball 1, and the count is 1-0 to Watanabe. Watanabe 0 for 2 tonight has popped out to the catcher each of his 2 times up. As he swings through a fastball, and the count goes even to 1-1. Now 101 pitches here for the right-hander Ishikawa. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field. Moving over toward the foul line is Shudo. He's there, and he makes the catch. That is going to retire Watanabe for the first out of the inning. So 5 away now for Ishikawa. And that's going to bring up Takeru Furiichi. He came in to play for Koga, batting 162 on the year, swings at a breaking ball, and that's quickly 0-1 to him. The right-hander ready to go again as he gets his sign, and now he kicks and fires. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 0-2 on Furiichi. And here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on. This is lifted foul into the seats over on the first base side of home plate. Count remains at 0-2. Ishikawa, unlike his counterpart now, Honda, just in a whole other gear. He works quickly and deliberately. Here comes the pitch. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander kicks and delivers again. There's another breaking ball that misses down and away. Count now goes to 2-2. Ishikawa wasting little time. Delivers a fastball. It's swung on. It's popped up over on the third base side. Moving over toward the stands is the third baseman, Kurihara. He's got room. He's going to make the catch, and that is going to retire Furunichi for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the center fielder, Shinya Hasegawa. Well, on a night where the offense has been all one-sided, so too has been the pitching. Hawks putting 8 runs up on the board through the first 7 innings. The right-hander Ishikawa has been absolutely sparkling so far. Only 3 base runners allowed, all on walks. There's a first pitch fastball that misses outside for ball 1 to count as 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Hasegawa. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away. Count now goes to 2-0. Ishikawa wasting no time, delivers a fastball. It's popped up. It's behind home plate, racing over and watching it drift into the seats. It's Takuya Kai, and that's going to run the count now to 2 balls and 1 strike. Just the way this field is configured at the PayPay Dome, there's a lot of real estate behind home plate. The first base and third base dugouts are what I would say deeper, closer to home plate than any other ballpark I've ever seen. So here comes the 2-1. It is a fastball swung on and hit foul down the right field line, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the offering from Ishikawa. Fastball swung on, grounded over to third. Oh, what a play by Kurihara, moving to his glove side. He fields it, he throws to first. Ground out 5-3 for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it here for the Lions in their half of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're now moving to the top of the 9th inning. Their score is 8-0, but the middle number of the Lions. And their line score is the most important as they're looking for their first. We'll be right back here in just a few. Appreciate you guys for listening in. Here is our friend Steve. Steve Rademacher. Be sure after the game to go check him out.
Oh, hello. Oh, hey. Yep. I'm just sitting here listening to Freddie call another game here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, going really good. He's calling a great game. Really exciting. Lots of stuff going on. You're lucky it's commercial break right now. I got a second. Oh, yeah, of course I'm having a cold one. Oh, yeah, got plenty of videos coming up this week. You should stop in, check them out, leave a like, tell other people. But, Freddie's coming back. I got to go catch the game. I will check in with you later. You have a good night, buddy. Bye.
That's right, Steve. We'll be right back in just a few. Appreciate you for being here. Hang tight, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. The Seibu Seibu Lions have also gone to their bullpen as it is the end of the night for Honda. They are bringing in a right-hander. This is going to be Tamura, and to get some work, Ichiro Tamura, making his 10th appearance of the year. 8 1/3 innings, 7 hits allowed, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and he's got an ERA of 3.24. So he is taking over here. So Ichiro Tamura in. Kasuki Honda is out. Well, Tamura is slated to face Makihara Yanagita and Yukio Shudo here. check that. Makihara, Yanagita, and Shudo. For Makihara tonight, he is officially 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts, a ground out, and he has a sacrifice fly and a run driven in. As the right-hander kicks and delivers. First pitch breaking ball swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. Tamura only his 10th appearance of the year, as we said, so far for the Lions, as there's a split-finger pitch swung on and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander working to the set position. Now he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed. We're going to have to throw down to first base to retire the batter. And it is Makihara goes into the books. K 2-3 for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Yuki Yanagita. Well, there's another storyline brewing here as Yanagita is a triple away from the cycle. That would be an interesting trivia question. When's the last time a no-hitter and a cycle have been accomplished in the same game? Well, Yanagita is 3 for 4 in this one, a single, a double, and a home run. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats behind home plate. The count is quickly 0-1. 3 for 4 tonight for Yanagita, raising his season average to .312. As he waits here on the offering from the right-hander Tamura. He kicks and fires. Fastball that swung on, it's grounded over to first, fielded by Watanabe. He's going to take it himself. That's going to go down as a ground out to 3 for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Yukio Shudo to the plate. Well, for Shudo, this is his first at-bat this evening as he's come in for Kazuki Kondo, the speedy left fielder, getting an opportunity to play here in the blowout. Batting from the left side, batting 181 on the year with a homer and 9 RBIs. As the pitch is on the way, it's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. Right-hander working to the set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball that misses upstairs. The count now goes to 2-0 on Shudo. It'll be Akira Nakamura to bat if Shudo is able to get on safely here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Tamura delivers. Fastball that misses outside. It's now 3-0. Twice tonight, the Hawks have gone down in order. In the first inning, the starter Tyra was able to do it. And then in the 5th inning, reliever Muzakami struck out the side. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. And it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. As the right-hander Tamura works to the belt. Now the 3-1 on the way. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into center field, moving over underneath it with lots of time and space is Hasegawa, and that is going to do it. Well, we're now moving to the 9th inning here, everybody. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on board in the bottom of the 8th. All eyes on Ishikawa. We'll be back here in just a few. We appreciate you guys for hanging with us. It is 8-0 for the Hawks, but we got an opportunity to see something special here tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the ninth inning, and slated to come to bat here for the Lions. It'll be Hiranuma, and Nishikawa. So we're going to see what this is going to look like here as the Lions are emptying their bench. Throw everything they possibly can at the right-hander Ishikawa. Looking at the scores around the NPB once again, still 5-1 for the Swallows over the Dragons in the bottom of the sixth. Top of the eighth, the Bay Stars now have a 2-1 lead over the Tigers. The Carp are leading the Giants 4-2 in the bottom of the seventh. That's the Central League. Games in the Pacific League, 1-1 with the Hawks and the Buffaloes, 4-1 with the Marines and the Eagles. But at the PayPay Dome here, it's been all Hawks offensively, all Hawks defensively. 8-0, they have the lead here as the first offering is on the way. It's a fastball at the knees taken for a called strike by Shinya Hasegawa, or check that by Hiranuma. Hiranuma 0 for 2 tonight and a walk as he takes a breaking ball over for a called strike. The count is now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. As the right-hander delivers a breaking ball that just misses outside. That pitch looked pretty good. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Ishikawa ready to work again, he kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball, waved at and missed. Hiranuma in the books for the first out of the inning. And that is going to bring up Shota Hiranuma to the plate. 2 outs left here for the right-hander Ishikawa. And here's the first offering. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Shota Hiranuma getting the bat for Suzuki Genda as he takes a fastball that just misses. The count now goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As we mentioned, it is the quick-wicking Ishikawa delivers a fastball that swung on its pop foul behind home plate. Runs the count to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Right-hander again goes back to work. There's a fastball that misses down and in. Runs the count now to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Hiranuma. The pitch is on the way. It's a fastball that comes inside and drills him. He's got himself a base as he's been hit by the pitch. Now he's going to bring up Manaya Nishikawa. And Nishikawa getting his first at bat of the evening as he comes to the plate here to face Ishikawa. So Nishikawa against Ishikawa. Just only 1 consonant separates these 2 players. And here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball swung on its grounded foul over on the first base side. The count is 0-1 to Nishikawa. Takeya Nakamura waits on deck. Should Nishikawa be able to get on? He's 5 for 25, batting 200 on the season for the Lions. Some limited duties. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on, another one grounded foul over on the first base side. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes to Nishikawa. There's 1 gone here in the ninth. The runner at first is Hiranuma. He reached on a hit by pitch. Fastball swung on it. It's lifted foul behind home plate, and the count remains at 0-2. Pitch number 125 issued there by Ishikawa. Here comes the offering as he checks the sign from his catcher. Pitch on the way. It's a Fastball waved that and missed, and that is going to put Nishikawa in the books for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone, and that's going to leave it all up to the big fella, Takeya Nakamura. Well, Nakamura, the big fella here, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight, as he strides in here to face the right-hander Ishikawa. They're down to their final out are the Lions. Right-hander working to the set position. Here comes the offering. Pitch is on the way. It is a fastball swung on. It is grounded over to first. It's going to be a race to the bag, and that is going to do it. A no-hitter for Shuta Ishikawa, as that is a ground out to first to end the ball game. And that is going to go in the books. They got a lot of excitement in Fukuoka. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. Your final score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 8. The Seibu Seibu Lions, no score. But the story here is Shuta Ishikawa firing a no-hitter in this one. That is your final score. We'll be back in just a few, everybody, as we'll wrap this one up and put it to bed. Final score again, 8-0 for the Hawks.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Each smile comes back again. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather. Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and your support of the channel, and in turn, we support Steve Rademacher. Just to give you a recap, we'll give you the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we're going to end this one off. The story on this one was runs early and often by the Hawks. They sent 11 batters to the plate in the second inning. It was a leadoff double by Katsuki Kondo. Then Akira Nakamura walked. Then Ryoya Kurihara bounced into a fielder's choice. Up stepped Tetsuro Yanagamachi, and he had a single. That ended up loading the bases. And then it was it was Kenta Emamiya with an RBI single. Takuya Kai with the bases loaded hit by a pitch that brought in another run. Saki Mori hammered in a run. Then it was Taisi Makihara hit a sacrifice fly that punched in the 4th run of the ball game. And then Yuki Yanagita had an RBI single. That is where the score line ended at that point. It was 5-0 at that point for Fukuoka. The third inning, it was Ryoya Kurihara hitting a solo shot to lead off the third, extending the score line to 6-0. In the 4th inning, with 1 out, Yuki Yanagita doubled. And then it was Akira Nakamura with a walk and Ryoya Kurihara driving home Yanagita with his second RBI of the game. That made the score line 7-0. For good measure, in the 6th, with 1 gone, Yanagita stepped up and hit a solo shot. And that made the scoreline 7-0. Lions struggled all night long and at the plate. There was no runs on no hits. There were no errors that they made either. But the Lions definitely had themselves a bit of a problem in this one. Well, that is going to do it for this here for us. We appreciate you guys listening in. And we thank you again for being here with us for the late night stream. Some celebrations going on in Fukuoka for the no-hitter. Our friend Chris is in the house here. We appreciate you there. Well, hopefully you will hear you in Japan. And thanks for listening in. A little bit tired tonight, trying to stay awake so that when we do the drive down to Seattle tomorrow, we're not driving off the road. Once again, everybody, have yourselves a great night. We appreciate you guys and your support for being here. We'll see you from Japan the next time we are live.